Good morning. It's turned out that. No, it hasn't. It's absolutely raining. It's dreadful here today. I might as well be back home in Yorkshire. Yeah, it's not great. It's very bleak, and I've just taken Her Royal Highness to work in a cab and collected my scooter and had to drive it back or ride it back, I should say. Which takes about 15 minutes, and I'm absolutely soaking wet. So anyway, good morning. So if you're new to my channel, this is a morning briefing. This is not going to be very exciting. It's just telling people what the schedule is today, if anything, if there is anything. And to do my acknowledgements if anyone's, bought me a beer or out like that, because it's Saturday, right? I like a beer on a Saturday. Who don't like a beer on a Saturday? Oh, there'll be someone that don't like it. Wait for the comment section. It's just a catch up with the community, with my friends, let them know what's happening today. I have no idea if we're going to be discussing anything to do with Liverpool in this video. There's no script. It's just a quick catch up. So guys, how are you? Let me know how you're doing. Brighton, which Liverpool side is going to turn up today against Brighton? I'm feeling a win. I am. I'm feeling a win. I don't know why. Probably because I think anything but that would be disastrous in terms of us all being stressed and going round in circles over the debate of Anna Slot, his future. I was listening to him. I was just sat over there on the computer there, my streaming computer. I was editing some photos from training yesterday. I was listening to Anna Slot on the radio, and he was moaning. It's just, I don't know. It was just like some of the stuff he was saying. It felt very similar to the end of Brendan Rodgers' period as Liverpool manager. Excuse me, Remy. What do you think you're doing? Get back in your bed, please. I'm going out, so I don't know what you're going to do today. I can't leave you out there. I don't know. We need to discuss what we're going to do with Remy. He's got his own kennel and everything, and it's nice and warm and that. But he can't stay outside today because it's a bit grim. So I don't know what to do with him yet. But I'll work it out. Unless you want to come with me to the football. I'm going to football today. I am going to see Elche play Mallorca, I think. It's La Liga game this afternoon with my friend Martin and two other mates of mine, Dave and Dave. Do you have nicknames for all your friends? Like, because one of the lads coming with us is Scottish Dave, and we have another Scottish Dave. So we call this one Scottish Dave too. Literally, when I was out yesterday with my friends, I said to them, we said, "Oh, are you going to football?" I went, "Oh, I'm going with Dave," and they knew which Dave that was, which is another Dave. There's 4, I think. So I'm going with Dave, Martin, and Scottish Dave too. Scottish Dave too. Everyone knows who it is. But I tell you what, it's an open stadium. There's no roof, I don't think, at that stadium. I've never been before. I am not sitting in that weather today. So I'm not going to let the guys down and say I'm not going, but I will absolutely sit in the car if it's like that. However, maybe I'm being a bit soft because I'm just thinking of what it was like on the bike a minute ago. Maybe if I put my cap on and my big coat, maybe I don't know. These are the things, I have to decide. Do you know what I mean? So, guys, what's the schedule? Right, mail stand videos. I have exactly 1 hour, all right, before I have to go. And I have some important mail stand videos to get out. So I need to keep this morning briefing brief and then get those out. I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to make them available to everyone. And there's a reason for that. That is, I'm a very nice man. No, that is, it takes longer if I make them for channel members, because then I have to upload them somewhere else for the VIP members, of course. So you're lucky if you're not a member, because I haven't got much time. So I'm going to do those for you. Listen, to be honest with you, I don't want to put anything just to channel members. I love my channel members. We wouldn't be here without them. But the mail stand videos attract some attention from other outlets, if you like, and they take frequently they take what's in those and use it, which people talk, it doesn't matter, but then they change it a little bit, and add to it and exaggerate and put their own opinion in as well, which is fine. But then people think that's what I said originally. So for A Quiet Life, we try to keep the channel members, the mail stand videos for channel members. Anyway, I will do them for you, and then you've got some content for today, because there won't be a live stream probably now until Monday. So the schedule, if you like, is 2 or 3, maybe 4 mail stand videos. I'll do them as quickly as possible. No live stream today. Please do drop me as many comments as you can on this video to let me know what you see during the day, Liverpool-wise. Articles. I think Chris Bascom's got an article out with an interview with Ian Rush, which I will read at some time. I just don't know when that's going to be. Exceptionally busy. Yesterday I went to training, CF Benidorm. That's my team over here. I've just put my photos online if you want to see them. Instagram and Facebook and X. Just search CF Benidorm Talk, one word, and see what you think. If you've seen my pictures previously, see if you think there's an improvement on the training ones from yesterday, the ones I've published today, because I was using a new lens for the first time at training, and I want your feedback to see if you think that the pictures are of a better quality, as Rafa Benitez would say. So I did that. Went to training yesterday. Then afterwards, we had a club get-together. So we went for lunch, if you like, and that was all the players, all the coaching staff, El Mister, the boss. El Mister in Spanish means the boss, the president, the owner, myself, all of us. It was a very good bonding session, if you like, because we're chasing promotion, we're second place, we're just behind the leaders. And it was kind of like the ownership, the management wanted to say, thank you for all your hard work this season. Keep at it. We're very proud of you. It's a very young group of lads. And being a part of that experience, I was sat there yesterday and I was like, wow, being a part of it for me, starting out as a fan and helping the club, and then starting doing the media things. And then obviously recently, they made me a director at the club. So, director of, I'll explain my title, director of media and growth strategy. So obviously I've done this kind of stuff, Cop Talk for nearly 30 years. So there's a lot of experience there, online, media, which, is kind of what I analyze a lot on here for you guys. That's my content, a lot of this analysis of the media. Obviously, I've got that experience on that front, the photographs, the videos, which I'm going to be stepping up the videos next week. And then growth strategy. In other words, I've got to grow the club. And we did see, made some minor changes in the promotion of the last home game. And I think it was, I'm not going to say the figure, but it was well over 50%, 60 plus higher, increase at that game. So, little things, just trying to get the club awareness and do nice things in the community for people. That's very important to me, look after people. So it's a role that I've really, adapted to and taken on board. I love it. I love working with the club. I love football, as you know, obviously, else I wouldn't be here. And just being a part of that entire setup. Yesterday, I felt very privileged, they trust me, they want me there, they were inclusive, it's just good, really. It was very nice. Dinner was beautiful. And I had a good conversation with one of the players that was sat with me. We spoke all, afternoon about various things and just learnt a lot, really. And if you're a football fan, just to get that, you're learning all the time. So, you can meet your idols, you can meet the players as a fan, you can meet them doing work. We're talking about Liverpool players now over the years, right? Commercial things, you might go to, I don't know, I've helped the club over the years, Liverpool, right? And the players, promote books and things like that, and you deal with agents and stuff. And the player, and I've been out socially with the Liverpool players, on the piss over the years, in very secret, not secret, but very private, venues and things like that. So I've done all of that. But then I find that with my association with this club now, I'm learning a lot more about how players feel, for example, coming to the end of the season with contracts that are coming up. for renewal. Will some of the players be released? What are they thinking? I've never had that experience before through Cop Talk with Liverpool players. Never spoken to Liverpool players, just checking that's true, over the years about, how do you feel about your contract? So this is, yesterday I was having those conversations, what it must be like for a young player to be coming to the end of a contract. Will they be released in the summer? If they are, what's going to happen to them? One of the players I was talking to yesterday, we sat opposite me at dinner or lunch or whatever, he pointed over the road, he went, I used to work in there, in the bar over there, like, you know what I mean? So it's just, I don't know, I find that this is all like, on my journey with Cop Talk and everything I've done, I'm finding that this is another bit of knowledge, and I think that whatever level in football, it's still 11, human beings, 11 footballers. So anyway, it was a very good meal. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I had to go and get my bike today because I left it. I could have left the bike. It was pissing down. I thought I'll just leave it, but I'd parked it slightly illegal. It was not in the bay for motorbikes, so I had to go and get it. And I'm sat here and my tracksuit bottoms are wet through. So today, going to Elche, watch that game, I hope. Then afterwards, I'm going to come home. I'm going out with my girl tonight. And Martin will be there and his missus, and there's going to be some other people there. And just see them. I'm going to be on the road when Liverpool are playing. Or will I be No, I'll actually be in the stadium. So I'm going to take my earphones are on charge down here. So I'll crack my my VPN, get my VPN on so I can listen to the commentary of the game. So please let me know how that, your thoughts of that when it's gone on this video would be cool. Then I'm going to come back and hopefully I've had such a busy week, you can probably tell, and I just feel like tonight I need to, I probably feel like this every week, to be honest, at the end of the week, but I feel like I need to put the phone down and, I'm thinking of getting another phone, to be honest with you, and having a private phone, and I feel like I spend all my time on my phone, and the majority of that is Cop Talk, right? The comments, emails, talking to people, watching the news, social media, and it's got even worse now with this other responsibility. Nowhere near, we're talking like 95% of my time is Cop Talk, right? 5% is my other stuff now, but I didn't have the spare 5%. So I just need to, my friends last night, briefly, I saw after lunch yesterday, I met my girl from work. She came and joined us, actually. And then we went and see Martin and a couple of other friends, just a couple of hours. And Martin was like, you're never off your phone, are you, mate? You're always working. He worked morning, one of them that's, you get people, I've had that over years. Oh, you're always on your phone. And it's like, well, yeah, that's just what I have to do. It's my job. But Martin's very understanding. He's like, he's never off his phone. You can't escape it, can you, pal? And I'm like, nah, can't. But I feel I need to, because I'm sitting there in a group of 5-6 people, and I'm not being rude because it's my job and it's what I have to do, but I'm missing out on social things as well. So I'm really hoping tonight I can get out for a few beers, and we'll see what happens. So tomorrow I am going to a local fixture in the division above us, which is a club called Athletic Club Torriano. And I'm going there to do the photography tomorrow. I'm going with my friend who is doing scouting, football scouting in the region. So he'll be watching that game. And 2 other friends of ours are going. I had 2 spaces in the car. So I said to people, to do with the supporters club, if anybody wants to go, you're more than welcome. So a couple that I know are going with us. So there's 4 of us going. They'll be sat up in the stand. I'll be somewhere near the corner flag with my camera. Really nice football club. They're very welcoming. They're like, yeah, you're welcome anytime you want. And I messaged them last night and I said, can you make sure my name's down on the guest list? And they were like, what did they say? You can count on it. So yeah, nice, man. It's just like nice to know other clubs and network. In fact, Javier, do you remember I went to watch Javier play probably about a week ago? Last weekend, was it? and they played Torrevieja, which is our rivals in the league. One of, like our local rivals. We'll play them next weekend, guys. Fuck me. Right. Scott Cheatham, are you there, mate? Scott watches all the games. I hope there's a live stream for that. You need to look up SC Torrevieja and see if there's a live stream. So, yeah, I went to that game, and I've got on really well with the manager. I feel like I've known him years. He invited me up because they played Benidorm down here, and I interviewed him, the opposition manager kind of thing. And he invited me up, and I went up there last weekend. And he messaged me yesterday. I sent some pictures, right? Because I did the photographs. That's why I went, right? The football photography, which is a hobby for me. And I absolutely love it. I found something that is just so... I just love it, right? And I sent a folder over a couple of days ago with all the pictures from that game. It's taken me all week to get round to doing them, right? And he said, "Oh, can I give the link to the players, or would you rather they go to your Instagram?" I went, "No, please do share. I went share them with your players. I've not watermarked these ones. You know, you do what you want freely with them, the club or anything. You know, they're looking after me and hosting me, so making me happy. So I'll make them happy, right? That's what we do in life, right, guys?" So he contacted me yesterday, the manager, and he went, "You don't happen to have a picture of this player, do you?" And it was number 11, I think it was. I can't remember his name. And I said, "Yeah, absolutely, I'll show you, right?" And I said, "Yeah, I do have some pictures of him." And he said, "All right, it's just we've got an announcement, and I really need a good picture." And it was this one, Alio, I think his name is, or something. This is the picture, and they used it, look, and they put it on their social media. That's a social media post on Facebook. And there's the announcement or whatever, and basically they've sold him to another club. I don't know, it was just like, for me, I was like, I'm helping another football club here, like, you know, can we use your picture? Yeah, sure, use it. And there you have it. And this lad's, you know, the club is saying thank you, you know, for everything you've done for the club. We're not going to stand in your way. This is a great opportunity for you. You know, the club benefits, but the player benefits. So everyone's happy, kind of thing. The club that have bought him are happy. The manager's happy. The club's happy because they had the right picture for the announcement. And I'm happy because I'm like, not just my team using my pictures. Now we've got another club using them. You know, so for me, it's like very satisfying, to be honest with you. And I'm just in a different world at the moment, guys, to be honest. So, got that game tomorrow. That's an early kick-off, so we've got to be careful tonight. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And in between that, you know, I'll be checking my comments with you and hoping you're going to tell me what you're up to. I just want to thank you, really, you know, because many of you, I know I've got a lot of lurkers on here. Some here for the right reasons, some for the wrong reasons, you know, probably don't like me or something. But those of you that are cool with me, you know, I think which is 99.9% of you guys, I just want to thank you really for just being here, watching my videos, thumbsing up the videos, commenting, buying me a beer, whatever. You know, some of you are channel members and have been here from the start. You know, some of you have been with Cop Talk for almost 30 years, since day one when I started it, which is incredible. You know, I've seen your kids grow up. You know, you're family to me, you know, so this is a massive, there's nothing in the world, you know, football-wise, community-wise, can ever rival what Cop Talk has achieved and what we have here. Never, because we were here, or I was here right at the beginning, and some people have been with me, and we've been through everything together, not just on the football pitch, you know, tragedies in my life, your lives, you know, we've been there for each other, the YNWA thing in full effect. Sorry, Remy, we're keeping you awake. So it's extremely rewarding, you know, to have so many virtual friends, you know, and you are. I consider if you're engaged in the community, you know, and you're leaving a comment, you know, you're my friend. I see you as my friend. All right, maybe that don't mean anything to you. I don't know, but it does to me. Yeah, you know, if I can ever help you in any way, shape, or form, I will. I've got to be honest with you, though. It takes me forever to reply to messages and emails. It's really, really difficult for me at the moment. I have personal things, financial things on that desk over there to do with, you know, when I went to America with my girl and our flight was cancelled and I've got to claim back, you know, some expenses. And we've been back weeks, right? And they're still sat in an envelope over there. And I need that money. Do you know what I mean, guys? But I haven't had the time, because it's going to take me at least an hour, probably 2 hours, to process all that and get the documentation they want. So if you might think I'm ignoring you, but I'm actually ignoring my own responsibilities as well. And, you know, there's people that I think the world of, you know, like in my life, my best friend Smooth in America, I've hardly spoke to him. You know, it's not because I'm being rude, I'm just so busy at the moment. But I'd prefer to be that way than sat around bored off my tits depressed. You know what I mean? So anyway, shall we just quickly have a look at the acknowledgements? I don't think there's a great deal, to be honest with you. Yesterday's super thanks. This is the love heart under the video. It does work. Do you want to try it? It's a little love heart, right? Was supported by Mark the Legend. These names are they're not going to surprise you, all right? So we've got Mark the Legend, Squad, supports me every day of the week. Channel member, hence the Squad. He put, thanks, don't overdo it, save some energy for the sherbets. Well, that's today. I've got to be honest with you, my Revolut, which is my beer kitty, it's not in a great shape today, but that's maybe a good thing because I need to be up early tomorrow. No absolute vodka and Diet Coke for me today, all right? Niall, my big brother, Niall, I love this man. Do you know what, yesterday, you know, I'm going to have to stop fucking saying things, but yesterday I said, oh, my mouse is not working, my mouse has stopped working. He bought me a new fucking mouse. He's a legend, do you know what I mean? He really is a legend. And maybe the mouse will work if I clean it, but it's still sat there, you know. So again, it's one of those things that's going to wait forever. And it's just amazing. The love I get, yeah, it's just amazing. Niall, I love you, bro. You're mint. And Niall is going to be coming out here at some point, May, I think. We've got to organise, confirm the dates, but he's going to be coming out here. Yes, I've got an open invitation to people that are, you know, good people. Do you know what I mean? People. I don't mean people that, you know, just support me with a super thanks or a super chat or something like that. I mean, I get a lot of comments from people that keep me going, to be honest with you. You know, and there's some on here that I haven't replied to in the last few days because I want to reply to them properly, where people are just so kind and so lovely and saying so really nice things. And those, to be honest with you, probably help me more in life. I mean, we all have to pay our bills and responsibilities and things like that. But, you know, if you put that to one side, we get through life, we've got no choice but to. But people can really affect you in a positive way. People can affect you in a negative way as well, obviously, but I'm a bit, you know, mature for that. You know, I've been here a long time, so calling me a big fat fucking whatever doesn't make any difference to me. Do you know what I mean? My friends do that anyway. But there's people that do get upset by that. But you can really make a difference. And when people leave me a nice comment saying, Dung, I really appreciate your videos, bro, man, top man, thank you. You have no idea how wealthy that makes me feel. Do you know what I mean by that? So I just love everybody. If everyone's cool as fuck on my channel. And I'd never stop this. Never. If I dropped 100 million euros, I'd still be here doing this shit. I would, honestly. You're my peoples, and I just wish I could do more for you. All right? I've got to get moving. Mark the Legend, Niall, my big brother, and also Matt Mason, who said, thanks for all your work, mate. Vids are always entertaining and enjoyable. I hope you, Laura, and Remy are well and happy. I look forward to seeing you guys, including Martin the Legend and your guests on Monday, for a laugh, because but his username is Matt Mason Singer. He's performing at an Indian restaurant that we like, and we're going to support him. We're not just going for a bite to eat. We're going to support Matt, and he's a good guy too. Thank you, Matt Legend. Blitzkrieg, a channel member, Squad. He says, hopefully the unholy trinity of Edwards, Hughes and Slot will be out at the end of the season. Thanks for all your hard work, Dung. Again, thank you very much, Blitzkrieg, who has been around these parts for a long time. I remember my peoples, you know. And Blitzkrieg, when he supports me, it's always yellow. You get a different colour, you know, depending on the value of the super chat, if you like, or super thanks, should I say. And it's yellow, and it's always yellow, all right? I'm not sure what range that covers, but it's always yellow. And I do appreciate you, brother, so very much. Right, that's YouTube. There was no live stream. I don't think there was any PayPal or Monzo. There's PayPal, Monzo, and Revolut. Those 3 links in the video description. They're instant. They come through instantly, and YouTube doesn't get any of it. Revolut. Now, Revolut is my beer kitty. right? There's 3 links in the video description, as I've just said. But Revolut is the one where everything else is like survival. But my Revolut is my social thing. That's how I do it, all right? So don't touch the bank. You know, Revolut, if there's something in it, have a beer. If not, then you're not fucking having a beer, right? Simple as that. And Traumatic sent something over this morning and put every little helps and a thumbs up. Right, let's have I've just got a notification from the league. Our away game at Torrevieja, 28th of March, 5 o'clock. So it looks like, it's a massive game next weekend, guys. Whoa. Yeah, it's just massive. Okay, there was a joke in there somewhere. Thank you, my friend, top man. We have some good banter with Traumatic, and he is, as Brendan Rodgers would say, he's fantastic. Right, let's have a look. I don't think there's any more. No, I don't think there's anything else, guys. I think I've covered it. If I haven't, if I've missed you out, please let me know. It's very important to me. I've probably forgotten something. Right, I really need to get a move on because I need to get some videos out for you. So I'm going to rush through them. I hope you have a great weekend. Let's hope Liverpool do the business. I know some of you are secretly hoping we don't, so you get rid of him. I don't think he's going to be here next year, right? But we'll save that for next week. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. If you want to support my channel, you can thumbs up the channel. It costs you nothing. Same with leaving a comment. It won't cost you nothing. To be nice to people in life. There's a love heart under the video. Here comes the grift, which is the super thanks, which I've just been acknowledging people that support my channel. Without the super thanks, super chats, channel memberships, I can't do YouTube. So it's up to you, you know what I mean, whether I'm here or not. And you can leave nice comments. You know, that makes me go, do you know what, fuck it, I can do it. So support me, which one way or the other. You don't have to get me a beer or out like that, but a nice comment, a thumbs up, that's support, right? I don't say watching my videos is support because there's a lot of fucking divs watching my videos as well. But I know you're not one of them. Well, you might be. Depends which side of the camp you're on. Okay, so there's a love heart. There's a channel membership. The video description of the 3 links. Revolut is my beer kitty. I love a beer. We'll see how it goes. You know, it might be an early night tonight. We'll see if anyone comes in, through the day. I hope it does because I'll be with like 3 of my mates from football, and I'll be like teasing them, going, hey, look, I'm going for the beer tonight because my people have got me a drink. So, hey, I'm grifting. This is my fucking job, right? So, I'm too right. I work hard. I deserve a drink on the weekend. Yeah, VIP membership is the holy, of all support, really. I'm sure the link's in the video description for that. That's for the members' websites, some very important people on there. So, I'm going to leave you with it, guys. All right? You have a cracking weekend, and I hope we get to speak real soon.